This is the matrix, determinant, inverse, adjoint, and other operations lesson for MathCelebrity.com. To get to this, you could type matrix, or you could type determinant. Let's do determinant. So we jump to our matrix lesson. All these buttons you see here, you can perform on this matrix. The way you enter the matrix is you separate each entry per row with a comma, and then you hit the return key to do the next row of entries. So as you can see here, we have a 3 by 3 matrix. First we're going to do the determinant. So what it does is it goes through each step and it highlights in red your multiplication, either left to right or right to left. And finally it gets to the answer down here for your determinant. We do inverse. Now, what the calculator does is it checks to see if your determinant is 0, your inverse is 0. But if your determinant is not 0, it's going to run the inverse calc. So let's make this 8 so we don't get a determinant of 0. There we go. So now the calculator is going to run the inverse on this. And it runs a determinant calc, and it tells you to press the determinant button to see how they got this. And then it runs through each entry. All the way down to the answer. Change this back to 3. Let's do the transpose next. So this is going to transpose your entries, and it takes each step and flips the matrix. So here's the original matrix in red, and then it shows you where the transpose entry goes. And then you get your transpose matrix answer. Next is your trace. So all you were doing is taking the sum of the diagonal elements, and we get our final answer. We'll take the Eigen equation next. So this sets up your characteristic polynomial and runs through the determinant. Each step one by one, taking the determinant and getting your final answer. Next is the dimensions. So if you're new to matrices, it'll kind of give you the dimensional measurement. So as we can see, we have 3 rows and 3 columns. So basically it just summarizes your dimensions for you. We can do Gauss-Jordan elimination. So this is going to perform row reduction. And what's pretty cool about this is we got color coding to show you each step that we're doing to reduce by rows until we get our final matrix that's row reduced. Next is order. And that's just multiplying the rows by the columns. So we have 3 by 3 equals 9. And finally our Euclidean norm. Which is demonstrated by this formula here. And we get our answer here. Now one other feature we have on this lesson is a generate practice problem. This is pretty cool if you run out of problems in your textbook and you just want to keep your skills sharp. You press this button and it generates a random matrix from 2 by 2 to 3 by 3 to 4 by 4 to 5 by 5. This one was 5 by 5. So you press it again. This time they did a 2 by 2. So it's pretty nice to keep your skills sharp. If you have any questions or enhancement suggestions for this lesson, please use the Contact Us link. Thanks for watching.